What's going on, everybody? Let's get pumped for Dallas week, man. I've been keeping it a little quiet. I've made a couple of videos on Dak Prescott failing. That was a little, a little bit much, but I see it happening. And I have nothing else to say besides the fact that the Eagles are going to beat the Cowboys this weekend. There's no doubt in my mind. And I'm going to go through that right now. First and foremost, the Cowboys are not as healthy as they seem to be. Des Bryant just came back and was a full participant in practice today. That's one thing. But you're losing Tyron Smith and, of course, Sean Lee. And the excuses that I heard from their Falcons loss that they had last weekend, just because of those two injuries, was phenomenal. Props to you, Dallas Cowboy fans, for being hypocrites. We don't make excuses even after losing our left tackle in Jason Peters for the entire year, mind you, and of course our very, very excellent linebacker Jordan Hicks, our middle linebacker like Sean Lee, for the entire year. We didn't make any excuses, and in the end, what did the Eagles do when these guys went down? That's not even including Ron Darby for 9 weeks technically. Darren Sproles for the rest of the year. We didn't make any excuses. The Eagles are 8-1. Clearly, the Eagles have backup plans, and clearly, the Eagles executed them, and clearly, it's a reason why they're the best team in football as of Week 11. To the Dallas Cowboy fans who made excuses about losing Tyron Smith and Sean Lee and how they're not going to play this upcoming weekend against the Eagles, you guys are the biggest hypocrites ever, because we can't make excuses even if we don't want to. You guys say we can't make excuses. And it's funny to think about how much everything is flipped. And now here we are. Eagles are 8-1, 3.5 favorites to beat the Dallas Cowboys, and they will by a score of 31-17. Des Bryant, even if he's playing or not, Ron Darby is going to shut him down. The front seven of the Eagles, even without Jordan Hicks, is going to get a lot, and I mean a lot, of pressure on the star quarterback who should be in the MVP category. Come on, he's 5-4 this year. He's not doing good enough to be in the category. Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, Russell Wilson, Tom Brady, those are the guys you want to talk about in the MVP category, not Dak Prescott. The Eagles are going to get a lot of pressure on him. I'm expecting 2 to 3 sacks at the least. The Eagles can get as many hits as they want, but 2 to 3 sacks is going to happen. Turnovers or not, the Eagles will manage to force 3 and outs. The Eagles will manage to dominate this team early on, while Carson Wentz throws to a somewhat healthy Alshon Jeffrey, who's been battling an ankle injury. Says he's going to be fine. Of course, we got the returning Zach Ertz, so that's going to be a big upside. And we already saw Trey Burton and Brent Selleck do very fine, very well without Zach Ertz there. They did a really good job covering for him against the Broncos. And in the end, the Eagles will prevail. Oh, wait, before I even say that, I can't forget about Jay Ajayi. I cannot forget about LeGarrette Blount. I cannot forget about Corey Clement, the three-headed monster at running back that just emerged out of nothing against the Broncos. One of the better rushing defenses, run-stopping defenses, in the National Football League, at least up until last week, of course. The Eagles, this isn't a game it's not just a gimme game. I'm not saying that. But I'm just saying I'm confident in my Philadelphia Eagles. I know the Eagles are confident in themselves, especially with the way they're playing, and how much healthier they're getting with the returning Ertz, with the returning Darby, and with the recovering Alshon Jeffrey. The Eagles will win this game 31-17. It'll be a close, very hard-fought game throughout the first 2.5 quarters, but by the end of the game, the Eagles will find a way to pull away. Because great teams find a way to win. If the Dallas Cowboys want to be a great team, they should have found a way to beat Atlanta without some of their star players, to beat the Broncos without a running game. I'm just saying, you can't call yourself a good team, a great team, if you cannot win football games, and that's why the New England Patriots are great. That's why the Rams and their newly revamped offense is great. That's why the amazing rushing attack of New Orleans and that amazing, all of a sudden, great defense they have down there in New Orleans. That's why they're a great team. And in the end, that's what makes the Eagles the better team. And that's why the Eagles will win against the Cowboys. Tell me in the comments down below what you guys think. Give me all the hate you want, Dallas fans. I love it. Please subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you all this weekend. It's going to be a fun weekend, too. Don't get me wrong. Alright, see you guys later.